What's going on, guys? Horse back here again for another UBC upload. Today we are going. Today we are going up against Nada, please, and his Memphis Guzzlords, I believe. So he has a monster of a team. It's really menacing. Here I can show you his team quickly. He has a lot of threats. He has top. I basically ordered them by their threat level. He's like Tapu Fini, Kyurem, and Metagross. He has Crocodile, Portentue, Archeops, Mienshao, Mega Alakazam, Rotom-Mow, Salazzle, and Mantike. Um, Basically I just ordered them by threat level. He clearly has major matchup against me. Like it's a problem. He has major matchup against me. But I gotta try and pull through because how it's basically looking right now is if I lose this game, it'll come down between Nada and I for the final playoff spot, which means Nada, because his differential is so high and mine is so low, I'd have to win and he'd have to lose and I'd make it, or he could win and then one of the teams that's I think 6-3 could lose by a lot, and if I win by a lot, then I overtake them. So that's really how my playoff picture is looking. If I can win here, I'm in an excellent position going into week 10 to make the playoffs. But if I lose here, I'm in a pretty shitty position. So it's balances here and there. Looking at the team that I decided to bring in the end, it's a good team, I'd say. The plan is really I'll run through each of the sets. Like this Landorus is here just because like a scarf set does super nice. It can take out Kyurem. The idea is basically a scarf set just allows me to deal with a lot of his team really well because it allows me to outspeed things like the Mienshao, the Alakazam, stuff like that I normally wouldn't outspeed the Kyurem, and it allows me to deal massive damage to them. That's why I thought a scarf set would be nice. Then we got Komodo here, which is probably my win con because what happens is once I get to +1, I beat in once Metagross is gone. I beat everything. I won a KO everything except the Tapu Fini, but I have a Rosalie Berry, which allows me to hold the Moonblast if I'm near full percentage. So that's the plan here. Yeah, that's the plan with Komodo. So once Metagross is gone, Komodo can do really well. Zoroark is here. I'm gonna fake it out as a Komodo. It's a nice lure for the Mega Alakazam. And Scarf sets again just is really nice against this team. Everything here hits him really hard. Slurpuff is like my alternate win con. Again, once Metagross is down, I really just win with Slurpuff because Belly Drum plus Play Rough and Drain Punch just bops his whole team. And then I added Sticky Web because I didn't really need another move. Actually, actually looking at it now, Slurpuff gets Thief, which would have done a lot to Metagross. And I'm kicking myself for that. I literally realized that right now. You know what? Let's actually calc how much my Slur Plus set would have done to a Metagross if I put Thief on it. That's nifty. Okay, that's fine. It's not that bad. Okay. The more you know. I should have put Thief on this set. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Then we got this Aerodactyl set. It's really just my lead. I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks in the beginning because that allows me to put massive pressure on his U-turn core as well as his Volt-turn core as well as like Kyurem when it's coming in and Tapu Fini especially because if I can get enough chip on Tapu Fini, it doesn't really the Rosalie Berry won't matter anymore because I can just kill the Poison Jab. Electros is here because it just hits really hard. It beats the Fini, which is one of my main threats. It kind of beats a Kyurem. It's just a nice mon to have in the team. It's a nice like Gleam mon. So with that, we can transition over to the match here, which is versus Nada. I'll switch sides. So turn one, I basically just start the plan that I came in with, and I just lead Aerodactyl here with the thoughts that I'm just going to put Stealthrex up, but he actually ends up leading Kyurem. And I think a Scarf Kyurem bring is pretty unlikely versus my team. Because, well, I mean, it's like kind of likely, but then again, if he Scarf Kyurem and he locks himself in, and I ended up bringing my bulkier stuff like Steelix or Venusaur, he really would just be in a huge pickle. So, and also I've watched a lot of his videos before, and he's more likely to bring stuff like ICMZ. So that's really what I was expecting here. So at this point, it's like a 50-50. I can either click Stealth Rocks or I can click Stone Edge. But I realize if he's not Scarf, Stone Edge is definitely the better play because it will kill the Kyurem, and if he switches out to something that's doing massive damage shit, unless it's like a Porygon, and eventually a Porygon can't just straight up kill me with anything. And as long as I keep on spamming Stone Edge against the Porygon, eventually I'm going to get a crit. So that's basically my plan. And if he goes into Metagross, that's perfectly fine because then I'm getting chip on the Metagross so I can win later. So I just decided to click Stone Edge here. He's going to end up switching out. Turn 1, we click Stone Edge, we miss. That miss is huge. Because, first of all, that miss, first of all, just like puts me in a bad mental state. Because I'm like, okay, I'm going to make the play here. I'm going to click Stone Edge because I know he's going to switch out, getting good damage. And the play just doesn't work. It's bad because I mean I made the right play and the game just didn't pay off with that. Uh, Getting damage on this Rotom would have been really, really nice at this point. I'm a little flustered here, but I make the play to switch out because I can't sack my Aerodactyl. And it was going through my head. He's gonna click Will-O-Wisp. He's gonna click Will-O-Wisp. The unfortunate thing is my whole team, other than Zoroark, is physical. And going into Zoroark and showing that I wanted to take the burn when it was Komodo would have been really, really like showing that. And now that Electros is burned, because unfortunately I decided to bring a physical stat, it's totally crippled. Like it can't do anything at this point. I decide here he's probably just gonna Volt Switch out. He's gonna speed me. It makes sense for me just to go to U-turn. He goes into Kyurem here, and I'm like, okay, I go for the U-turn. I'm gonna pivot out here, right back into the Aerodactyl. At this point, my best play again is just to click Stone Edge. He makes the right play of going into Porygon here, and I get some really nice damage off from that Porygon. Here I decided to just click Stealth Rocks while he clicks Recover. My play there was probably to click Stone Edge, because if it crit, I would have killed the Porygon, and even if it hadn't crit, I would have put him in a range in which, uh, because like at that point, if I just kept on clicking Stone Edge, hopefully I wouldn't miss because hacks forgiveth and the hacks foretaketh. But I don't know. I think my better play there was probably just the Stone Edge again. But he goes for Ice Beam here with my Electros, and I take that really, really well. I decide to just U-turn again because I really don't have a better play now. I go right back into the Aerodactyl, and he is forced right back into the Porygon. I click Stone Edge once again, knock him down fairly low. I click Stone Edge once again. Here, I'm just praying that eventually I get a crit. Because really, I just should be getting a crit eventually, but I don't, of course. And he's able to just keep on getting chip on this Electros while I'm U-turning out. At this point, he realizes that I'm a physical set, so the fact that I'm burned now means that I can't do anything to him, so he's free to just stay in with his Porygon here, which means I'm really not getting that much momentum. My best switch into this Porygon is just Aerodactyl on my team, because I don't have that much that can actually, like, successfully deal with it when it's not chipped, now that Electros is burned. So with Aerodactyl, I'm just going to come in here and keep on spamming Stone Edge. Unfortunately, he clicks Ice Beam, and down goes Aerodactyl. Here, I'm free to just send in my, I'm free, I think this is Kamo? Oh, no. So this is Zoroark. Free to send in Zoroark. I click Focus Blast. I don't have a better play. So now I have to pivot out to my Electros, and I thought he was going to fire off like a Moonblast here, but instead he clicks Defog, which is horrible for me. Because now those rocks I really worked hard for are gone. Here, I'm going to click U-turn once again on his Kyurem, and I'm going to go into Landorus here, because Landorus just nets a free kill with Superpower here, because I think he's just going to stay in. Then he goes into Alakazam here. I can't go for Superpower again, and he predicts this by going for a Substitute, which is really the nail in my coffin, because now he just has free reign to run through my team. At this point, this is kind of what the game came down to. I either click U-turn here and then he clicks, and if I U-turn out, I have to U-turn into Zoroark. And the idea is, if I U-turn out here, and he clicks Hidden Power Ice, I'm in an excellent situation because I just killed Zoroark. Though, if I U-turn here and he clicks like Dazzling Gleam, then I'm in a horrible situation because my Zoroark is dead. And my Zoroark is dead, Metagross just becomes such a huge problem to me. So, there's that. But then the also idea is, if I click Stone Edge, then, So if I click Stone Edge here, and he stays in and clicks Hidden Power Ice, I'm also in a horrible situation because I have very few ways at this point to break down just get big damage off on the Metagross. And if Landorus goes down, I'm in a really bad situation. I end up thinking it's more likely that he's Hidden Power Ice than he has Dazzling Gleam here, because Psychic would anyway kill the Kamo, and it's more likely that I'd run Roselli. And I thought Focus Blast would be better against my team, so I decided here I'd click U-turn instead of Stone Edge. Thinking about it afterwards, it was more likely that he had Dazzling Gleam. We're going to see that when I click U-turn here, the crit doesn't matter. I go into Zoroark, and he fires off Dazzling Gleam, and I'm dead. That wasn't a roll. He was guaranteed to kill me. And at this point, the match is kind of over. I'm free to just click U-turn here, because that would have killed him, but, he's free to just go to his Finny and preserve that Alakazam. I'm forced here to go into Slurpuff, because, if I set up the +4 here, and then he switches into or no, I guess I knew he was going to bring Metagross in, but I just wanted to get damage off on the Metagross. So here I'm just going to Belly Drum up. This probably wasn't my play. My play was to probably go into the Kamo on the Feeny, click Play Rough. Click Poison Jab, get damage off on it, let it die, and then go into Slurpuff, or then go into, like, Landorus, kill with Earthquake. And I think I would be in a decent situation. But I just go for the belly down here. But this doesn't matter because I click Drain Punch. Here, I just win the game if he misses his Meteor Mash. Which is really what I'm hoping. Because it's literally just GG if he misses Meteor Mash. So I'm hoping, please, 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 miss your Meteor Mash. It's only fair after I miss my Stone Edge. But no, he hits his Meteor Mash and he gets the attack. He gets his attack boost too, which is absolutely horrible for me. At this point, I'm just going to click Earthquake. And I thought I was going to finish off the Metagross. But of course he is a Shucka Berry. And now, because of that Ice Punch with attack raise, he's going to kill my Landorus. I'm going to go in Komodo here. And I still have a chance to win. If I'm able to set up a Dragon Dance here, and he misplays here and he clicks like Meteor Mash, or it's like Stealth. If he clicks like some misplay move here, if he clicks like Bullet Punch or something, doesn't do that much to me. After I click Dragon Dance here, I have a chance to kill the Fiend. Or if let's say he clicks Meteor Mash here. If he clicks 2 of those, I live both of them, which allows me to get 2 Dragon Dances up, and then I just win the game. So really what I need is I just need to get 2 Dragon Dances here. But unfortunately, he clicks Ice Punch. So I'm forced to just attack and kill him now here. And he can just come back in with the Feeny. If the Feeny was gone here, or whittled down more, I could have clicked Poison Jab and just won the game. But unfortunately, Poison Jab's not going to kill. Because, of course, Hax isn't in my favor and I don't get the credit. And he takes me down. And even though this game was pretty close, because I had multiple ways to win, if, let's say he missed his Meteor Mash or his Feeny was chipped down a little bit, I would have definitely won this game. For, say, probably, 1 or 2-0, but I still would have won. He ends up winning 4-0, which kind of just, doesn't dictate how this game actually was. It was pretty close, in my opinion. But, GG to Nada. I was kind of salty after this game because that Stone Edge miss really did get in my head in the beginning. It wasn't too important to the actual flow of the game because I don't think it was guaranteed to a KO the Rotom, but it was big in my head, which probably was the most important thing here. And with this game, we're in a pretty shitty situation now because I basically need to rely on someone losing next week. Because if not, basically how it looks right now is there are 4 teams that realistically are still in playoff contention. 3 of those teams will make playoffs. And one of them won't. And right now I'm sitting in the position where I won't. But how it's basically looking is Nada and I are both 5 and 4. and 5-4. And then there's 2 teams which are 6-3, which don't have high enough differential to be locked. If either of the 6-3 teams lose by a lot, and Nada and I win by a lot, we can make it over them. The chance they lose by that much and we win by that much, though, is not that high. So I'd say most likely they are both locked. What I need to happen is Ben is playing Nada. So if Nada loses at all next week and I win at all, like I win 1-0 and he loses 1-0 or loses 0-0, I make it over him. So really what I need to pray is just that Nada loses. Because if Nada loses, it's entirely in my hands. And it's whether I win or not. But really what I need to do, I'm going to wait. The Nada game doesn't really matter for how I play. Because for me to make playoffs over Nada, I just need him to not win. And I need me to win at all. So I'm just going to wait. What the plan is right now is I'm going to wait for the 2-6-4, the 2-6-3 games right now that could potentially matter for me. I'm gonna wait for them to play first to see how much differential I need to potentially win by to seal their spot, and that's really the plan going into here. Like if I don't make playoffs here and it's because I like missed a Stonehenge in this game and it messed with my mind, I'm at peace with that. Like I think I've played pretty well throughout the season, and I've played some top teams like Nada, Rhett, I think are both like huge playoff contenders. Vepsis was the champion of last season, and week 10 we played Bill, which was I think top 8 finalist in March Madness. Or not March Madness, no, it's called March Madness. We played him in Stab and we ended up getting a W there, but he's a really good battler. So I think we had like a pretty rough competition this season, but we've generally done well, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm also really looking forward to next season. I ended up actually loving this draft, but let's see how it goes. I'd love to make playoffs. I'd love to make a run here. So with that, guys, I'm gonna be off. Hopefully, next week isn't our final UBC week. But if it is, it's been a ride, guys. It's been awesome hanging out with you, and let's go Volcanions. Hopefully, I can pick up that final win, and not I can pick up that L, and we can guarantee a spot. So thanks, guys. Thank you for watching.